It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The end result, 21 yards. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 15 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go now. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Richardson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Ready?
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Check out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Richardson working from the gun. Delivers another one to Pierce. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Richardson going to change the play here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let it fly for Austin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Third and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Deebo Samuel.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now it's Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A good run there.